The world outside Layla's window had gone silent, but inside her heart, a storm raged louder than she could bear. The clock on her wall blinked 1:47 a.m., its soft blue light painting shadows across her small room. Everyone else in the house slept peacefully. Her mother in the next room, her younger brother curled on the living room couch. But sleep felt like a stranger to Layla tonight. Tears clung to her lashes as she stared at the ceiling. It wasn't just sadness. It was the kind of ache that settles deep into your bones, the kind that makes even breathing feel heavy. She pressed a pillow to her face so no one could hear the soft, broken sob that escaped her chest. She wished she understood why life felt like it was collapsing around her, why God felt so far away when she needed him the most, why every prayer lately felt like it dissolved into the air before reaching heaven. Her phone buzzed. Another bill reminder she couldn't pay. Another message she didn't want to face. She turned it face down. Silence returned. Heavy, suffocating. She felt like someone drowning, and everyone around her walked by assuming she could swim. Her thoughts raced to places she didn't want them to go. What if this pain never ends? What if life never gets better? What if hope is a thing people talk about but never truly experience? Every breath trembled. She held her chest, feeling her heartbeat. Fast, anxious, frightened. She whispered into the darkness, her voice barely a sound. God, where are you? No answer came. Just the hum of the old ceiling fan spinning slowly above her. She sat up, feet touching the cold floor, and wrapped her arms around her legs. Life used to feel brighter, she thought, back when her father was alive, before sickness devoured him. Before hospital rooms and funeral flowers and the quiet change in her mother's eyes. Before Layla became the responsible one, working part-time, helping pay bills, taking care of her brother, trying to be strong for everyone. She had been fighting so long that she forgot what rest felt like, what ease felt like, what it felt like to simply exist without fear. Tonight, the weight felt impossible. She glanced at the Bible on her nightstand, the one her father gave her, leather-worn, pages marked with his handwriting. Her hands shook as she reached for it. She didn't feel holy, didn't feel strong, didn't even feel sure anymore, but she knew this. When her father prayed at night, peace would fill the house. And tonight she needed even just a drop of that peace. She hugged the Bible to her chest first, like she was holding her father's memory, then slowly opened it. A small note fell out, his handwriting familiar and soft. When you are hurting, kneel. Grace meets the low places. She pressed her hand to her lips, trying not to cry louder. She remembered the nights she saw him kneel, weak from chemotherapy, voice shaky, whispering prayers not for himself, but for his family. He prayed hope into them even while hope slipped from his body. What kind of faith is that? She wondered. She felt so far from that strength tonight. Her fingers brushed against Psalm 34:18. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. Brokenhearted. Crushed. Yes. That was her. She slid off the bed, knees touching the cold tile. She didn't know what to say at first. Words tangled in her throat. Then a sob escaped, raw, painful, real. God, I don't know what to do anymore. Silence again, but this silence felt different. Not mocking and waiting, her voice cracked. I'm trying, I really am. But I feel like I'm breaking more every day. I'm tired of pretending I'm okay. I'm tired of being strong. I'm tired of carrying everything alone. Tears wet the floor beneath her. She didn't wipe them. She had wiped too many already. Do you still hear me? She whispered. Do you still love me? Because I feel forgotten. Her hands tightened. I just want peace. I want rest. I want to breathe without hurting. Please don't leave me like this. A breeze entered through the half-open window, brushing gently against her tear-stained face. A shiver ran through her. Not cold, but something like comfort, something like being noticed. Like the air itself whispered, "I'm here." Layla closed her eyes. Slowly, painfully, she kept praying. "God, I don't know how to fix my life. I can't fix the bills. I can't fix the sadness in my mom's eyes. I can't fix the emptiness inside me. But I need you. I need you so much." Her voice trembled. "If you don't hold me tonight, I don't know how I'll wake up tomorrow." The words spilled like a river. Years of secret pain finally released. And in that release, something shifted. Not her circumstances, but something inside her chest, like a tight knot had loosened, like her heart finally exhaled. She didn't hear angels. She didn't see visions, but the heaviness began to soften, like hands she couldn't see lifting the weight off her shoulders one piece at a time. Her breathing slowed. Her tears eased. The storm didn't vanish, but it quieted. Peace didn't shout. It whispered. She felt a warmth spread slowly through her, gentle, steady, almost like a hug from the inside. And deep, deep in her spirit, a thought rose, not in her voice, but in one she somehow knew. "You were never alone. I have been holding you through every night you thought you prayed into silence. I have not left you. I will not let you fall." Her lips parted. She didn't speak, she listened. Quiet, holy, tender stillness filled the room. She felt held for the first time in months, wrapped not in answers but in presence. She stayed on her knees, not out of duty, but because peace had finally found her there. Minutes passed, maybe hours. She didn't know. But when she finally sat back on the bed, her heart felt lighter, like hope had quietly slipped in and curled beside her. She didn't have solutions. The bills were still there. Tomorrow would still require strength. Her grief hadn't disappeared, but something sacred had returned. A softness, a belief, a flame she thought life had extinguished. She whispered again, but this time not in desperation, in surrender. "Thank you." It was small, but sincere, and heaven hears sincerity more loudly than perfect prayers. She wiped her face gently and lay down, Bible still in her hands. She felt tired, but the good kind, the kind that follows release. As sleep slowly pulled her in, she thought of her father and smiled softly. Maybe he was right. Grace really does meet you in low places, and tonight, Grace had found her. Her last waking thought was simple, quiet, full of faith she didn't know she still carried. "Tomorrow, I'll rise again." And somewhere beyond human eyes, in a place where prayers never fade, heaven whispered back, "And I will rise with you."